everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be making our delicious homemade pumpkin cinnamon rolls with maple frosting. Starting with the pumpkin cinnamon roll dough, we will need 1 teaspoon vanilla, 2.5 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a half cup plus 2 tablespoons of milk, 3 tablespoons butter, a 1/4 cup pumpkin puree, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon pumpkin pie spice, a half teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of yeast. Microwave your milk and butter together until the butter has melted. Pour into a stand mixer bowl and sprinkle the yeast on top and let rise for 5 minutes. While your yeast is rising, combine the flour, sugar, brown sugar, pumpkin pie spice, and the salt. Whisk until fully combined and then set aside. Adding to our yeast mixture, add the pumpkin puree, vanilla, and egg. Stir well until combined. Using a dough hook, knead the dough until it starts to pull away from the sides of the bowl. Adding more flour if needed. Place the dough onto a floured surface and shape into a ball. Place into a lightly greased bowl and let it rise for 30 minutes. If you need a warm place for your dough to rise, you can place it in the oven with the oven light on. While your dough is rising, we can make the cinnamon filling. We will need a half cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and a half cup of melted butter. Once the dough is done rising, roll it into a large rectangle on a floured surface. Brush your melted butter onto all of the dough. Combine the cinnamon and the brown sugar together. Sprinkle your brown sugar mixture and pat down into the dough. Starting from one end, tightly roll up the dough until you get to the other end. Trim off both edges of the roll and cut the remaining dough into 9 even slices. Place the cinnamon rolls into a greased pan and let rise for another 20 minutes. While your cinnamon rolls are rising, we will need a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. When the cinnamon rolls are done rising, pour your heavy cream onto the rolls and bake in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. While the cinnamon rolls are baking, we can go ahead and make our maple frosting. We will need 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 4 tablespoons of softened butter, and 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Cream together the butter and the cream cheese. Add the maple syrup, vanilla, and powdered sugar. Mix well. If the frosting seems too thin, add 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar at a time and stir. If it seems too thick, add 1 tablespoon of milk at a time and stir. Once the cinnamon rolls are done baking, go ahead and put your maple frosting on. Time to enjoy. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time.